Let's do the thing. What's up, folks? I'm Know Nothing Attorney. I know nothing, so you can too. Because it's only in embracing that we know nothing that we can actually learn anything. And that's what I'm here to do every time I am live. I hope to learn with you, and I hope to learn from you. I hope that you can learn along with me. Okay, so we're back from vacation. I trained my neuroplasticity in trying out snowboarding for the first time at 37, and I did okay. I did one trip down the mountain by the end of the trip, and busted my ass good enough to think I was done. Maybe go back to skiing after that. And sure enough, the knees are fine. What's up, Maddie? The knees are fine. I just kept throwing myself backwards as I was heading down the mountain. One time I threw my head back real hard and banged my head up pretty bad. I'd say I concussed myself pretty good. And after that, I stood up and my brain said, "You don't know how to snowboard anymore. I don't think you've been practicing for the past 2 days. I don't think you know what a snowboard is anymore." And getting down the rest of the mountain was kind of difficult. But glad to have learned. It's a good experience. Your sister tried snowboarding when she was about 10 and hyperextended them so badly she still has knee issues. Oh god. Yeah, I could have done much worse. I definitely could have done much worse. My 10-year-old did great. I was very proud of her. She didn't want to do it at first. She was nervous, but she killed it. And sure enough, it was Friday, middle of the day, when I get an email from the founding partner of my firm that goes, "Hey, heard you needed some work. How about you do 6 hours of research on this and then 2 hours of writing it up, and we can talk about it on Monday." And I'm like, It is my vacation. I don't know that you know what a vacation is, but okay. Yeah. I was like, when can I put 4 hours into this? 4 hours Friday night? Nope, I'm exhausted. 4 hours Saturday night? Nope, I'm probably going to be exhausted. 4 hours, 8 hours? Sunday night? I don't know. Yeah. I managed to put 3 hours in Sunday night before I went to bed at like 3 a.m. Did the rest today, and guess what? Guess who didn't come to work today? God. That was frustrating. But it is good to be back to a normal schedule. Right? Right. Good to be back to a normal schedule. Maddie, you'll notice that I decided to go for just an easy provocative title tonight. See if I can get somebody on one of my pet issues. Nothing in particular going on with gender news that I'm aware of, but yeah, it's been a while. Oh, I was on a mountain with my kid and we didn't have signal. That's the truth. Oh yeah, no signal in the resort. Yeah. Anyway, I did have a couple pieces of news I wanted to look at. Main thing is, Maddie, it's time to get back into taking everything serious. Gotta get back to chipping away at things and being consistent, right? Have you been studying for the LSAT or studying for the LSAT? Because tonight being what it is, getting back into the swing of things, I'd totally be happy to go over some LSAT questions. I love that shit. Give you my take on an LSAT strategy. Logic stuff is so fake? What does that mean? It's all I do. I would need a question to like throw up there. Okay, this is fun. Minutes before Trump's announcement, $800 million in trades made on oil prices. Cool. Scam artist gonna scam. What's hyper-specific in a way you dislike? The logic? Should be a way that you like. It makes it so simple. You're just looking at it from the wrong angle. Because if it has to be hyper-specific, that means it's a much easier thing to game. To game. At 9:50 p.m. AEDT, that's a time zone I'm not familiar with. There was a sudden spike in trading on the oil and S&P 500 futures market. 6:50 a.m. New York time is an unusual time for a rush on trades on West Texas Intermediate May futures, but it showed that all of a sudden a substantial sum of money was bet on oil prices dropping and the stock market rising. In the space of a minute, more than $800 million in trades was made on oil futures. Then a few minutes later, US President Donald Trump made a Truth Social post. I am pleased to report the United States of America and the country of Iran have had, over the last 2 days, very good and productive conversations regarding a complete and total resolution of our hostilities in the Middle East. Which, by the way, Iran said was bullshit. So he just did this for the grift. Just for the grift. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Thank you, Maddie. You argue a lot and keep finding bad grammar. I'm sure that's only in the study books, not in the actual test. Actually, I don't know, because they've started using AI to write questions, so... But AI shouldn't get the grammar wrong, right? Based on the tenor and tone of these in-depth, detailed, and constructive conversations, which... Oh, God. Oh, God. Ugh. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. We'll continue through next week. I have instructed the Department of War to postpone any and all military strikes against Iranian power plants and energy infrastructure for a 5-day period, subject to the success of the ongoing meeting and discussions. The S&P 500 futures market surged and crude oil prices dropped through the floor. And whoever made those trades made an incredible amount of money. The White House does not tolerate any administration official illegally profiteering off of insider knowledge, and any implication that officials are engaged in such activity without evidence is baseless and irresponsible reporting. Sure. Sure. Ooh, what we got, Maddie? What we got? We're having fun tonight. What is this? Oh, ha. No whammies. I'm a game show fiend. I know exactly what that is. No, that's Price is Right. I was gonna say I know exactly what that is, but I was totally wrong. What's the no whammies sound? Is there not a sound effect for that? That's what it is. Nothing like the Price is Right one. Nowhere close. God, I remember watching... Yeah, the Price is Right... Well... I was always disgusted by the Price is Right just because of the, like, sheer celebration of yeah, like consumerism that it is. I'd sit there and go, what are y'all doing? What is this? Why is this exciting you? Except for the one guy who bid 420 the whole game. I understand him. It makes sense to me that he's doing that. But the rest of the game doesn't make any sense to me. Where did I go? Was there anything else here before I moved over to the law subreddit? I guess I did. It, like, even as a kid, it made no sense to me. Yeah. I mean, and I watched so many game shows as a kid. Man, I watched Card Sharks. I was that bored and that devoted to game shows. At daycare. Miss Rachel says, I am political as she fights to close ICE facility in Texas that's detaining children. Thanks, Miss Rachel. UN rejects U.S. effort to erase trans women. Uh-huh. J.D. Vance urged to invoke 25th Amendment against Trump. That's not even news. That's not going to do anything. I remember obsessing over different winners and interesting things that happened on the show when I was about 5. Honestly, that says so much about me. Sure does. Bannon, Trump's ICE airport deployment is test run for ICE at polls. God, that's terrifying. Okay. Trump tells Republicans to pass voting law for Jesus. Yay. Because we need the Republican Party to take over Christianity for good. Memphis, Tennessee, March 23rd. U.S. President Donald Trump on Monday urged Republicans in Congress to work through the upcoming Easter holiday in a bid to pass a voter identification bill that Democrats strongly oppose. Democrats strongly oppose. And we want to say Democrats strongly oppose it, not that it would be horribly unconstitutional. Because we don't report on shit like that. Trump said the voting bill should be included in any agreement to fund the Homeland Security Department, which has been partially shut down since February 13th after Democrats demanded reforms to immigration enforcement. So what is this deal? We're not going to give you we're not going to give you limitations on immigration enforcement unless you pass this law that will give Republicans control of the government forever. People are already like, who will take over MAGA once Trump dies? And I'm like, he wants it to die with him. I'm not convinced he doesn't want everyone to die with him. Like, I've talked about this theory before, I think, on the channel, that he's all about having novel experiences. He wants to have experiences that other people can't have, and destroying the Earth is something that one person can only do once, and if he's gonna die, why not do that? I have never watched Fallout. Something about video game shows just doesn't appeal to me, even though that I like video games. I know I should, and I know I should watch The Last of Us. I've heard these are really good, but I can't. I want to try. Why? Is there something in particular about Fallout that's on topic? They're not zombies. They're fungus-infected people. It's just Ophiocordyceps. I have never played New Vegas. I have played the beginning of whichever one has the tunnel snakes. We're the tunnel snakes. Tunnel snakes rule. Trump said the voting bill should be included in any agreement to fund the Homeland Security Department. Oh yeah, I'm requesting that Republican senators do that immediately. You don't have to take a fast vote. Don't worry about Easter going home. In fact, make this one for Jesus. Lawmakers are due to take a 2-week Easter recess starting at the end of this week. The lack of funds means tens of thousands of Transportation Security Administration personnel have worked without pay for 5 weeks, leading some airport security workers to call in sick or quit entirely. I didn't see anything like causing delays when I did my Idaho trip. Yeah, they're fung bees. Fung bees. The thing that I keep raising with my friends is like a faux, like what if we both see blue as different colors than each other type thing. Is like, what if, ants don't know that Ophiocordyceps exists? What if there's something that to humans we aren't aware exists, but it is piloting our brains just the same, just, some of us, and we can't tell? And then what was up here? Trump casts a mail-in ballot again in Florida, even as he calls the method cheating. Oh yeah. These are always golden oldies here. Perennials. What an embarrassment. RFK Jr. is clearly being controlled by a tapeworm like an evil Ratatouille. But the tapeworm was the red herring. They removed the tapeworm so they thought that we thought he would be cured. It's obviously the nose mites. Oh gosh, there's more videos of it.
And now he sees an average of 1 gunshot victim every 3 or 4 shifts. Mr. President, the Memphis Safe Task Force underscores one simple truth. When federal, state, and local
Good night, Donnie.
work together,
Good night.
genuine partners, we can reclaim even the most
and the state level working hand in glove. It doesn't happen any other way. You see, before President Trump, our nation was set on a perpetual course of decline. Our defense industrial base
He's starting to lean forward.
Our military had lowered its standard, prioritizing equity over merit and lethality.
This guy needs to
Right
be
here
in the
cities
ground,
like
Maddie.
Memphis, our people were focused on enduring just what seemed to be the status quo.
That's not what I wanted. And then I love this. No shutdown deal until Democrats support Save America Act. Yeah, like, I'm not convinced Democrats won't cave to this, but like, oh no, not our government. Let's save our government from being shut down so that we can end our government. Love that. Okay. Oh God, I forgot about this story. This breaks my fucking heart, man. Just leave this poor guy alone. Leave the poor guy alone. Now to be deported to Liberia. Makes a lot of sense. Republicanism, when you just hate people. And why did I waste my time doing that? Yeah, I wish he had. I mean, the federal government made it clear that they were personally out to get him. So I think he would probably be in his right to seek asylum for that. The Trump admin said it is ready to deport Kilmar Abrego Garcia to Liberia and asked U.S. District Court Judge Paula Zenas to dissolve her order blocking that from happening. In a motion filed Friday, the Department of Homeland Security said the order is the only impediment currently preventing the U.S. from carrying out Abrego Garcia's deportation. Legal filings submitted by the administration indicated that Liberia's government remains willing to accept Abrego Garcia and that Immigration and Customs Enforcement could arrange a charter plane to send him to the West African country in roughly 5 days. Boy. Off to another torture prison. People are like, he shouldn't have to do that. He should stay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Same was true when he ran away in the first place. From Venezuela. Hello, hello. Boy, it is clear I am still recovering from the weekend. Woo. Okay, well that's all I've got as far as the news goes. I did want to Maddie, do you know if the federal Republican Party has a platform, or have they just abandoned that since Trump? National Republican Party platform. Oh my god, they made a platform again. That's pretty short for a platform. Whew. Seal the board. Oh, okay. Oh, for sure, huge voter disenfranchisement. Like that's their new bread and butter. I mean, I guess it's always been their bread and butter. It's been voter disenfranchisement since Jim Crow. I mean, I guess it's been their bread and butter since the founding of the nation. But yeah. Okay. America first, return to common sense. Oh my god, they can't even justify their text. Maddie, find me an LSAT question. Oh, yeah, I watched this before stream started. God, I remember being that law major like 6 years ago.
Going. Oh, it's great. Apparently everything that I've learned so far means absolutely nothing. Okay, well that seems...
Hold on. Didn't realize. There we go. This guy reminds me of Forrest Valkai.
Maybe like a little dramatic? Nah, he's right. You too? Last Tuesday in my foreign policy class, we just played Risk for 6 hours because according to my professor, and I quote,
That's just where we
we're at
are
now.
now.
Oh, good God. Okay, fine. Maybe business is doing all right. Not even close. I am on 3 different anxiety medications. I haven't slept in 2 weeks, but the real kicker here is us 3 aren't even the worst. Then who is? That guy. Hey, economics, you doing okay, bud? My 68-year-old macro econ professor cried through the entire class yesterday. The entire class? It was a block period. Oh, okay. Art majors, give me some good news. We're doing great. Oh, no. What? I thought you wanted good news. Yeah, but the problem is when you guys are doing...
I'm curious about this take that art's doing okay. I'm wondering what that's about. Because, like, we're currently getting, like, the Melania documentary. Carrying my LSAT book into work today, and the guy on the elevator with me was worst test I've ever taken. I literally got sick. I was great, and he ended it with "You'll do great." I did not know him at all. Thanks.
Doing good. Historically, that means that everybody else is not. Oh, yeah, true. Biology? They cut our budget for everything. Medical? They cut our funding for everything. Advice? They just cut everything. Oh my God. Look, guys, no matter how bad it gets, I think we can all agree that at least...
Let's just sell public land. How'd you do on the GRE?
At least we're not him.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true. Who are you guys talking about? That's incredibly concerning. Yeah, that should be everybody's first and only warning sign that's needed. Hey there, future leaders of America.
That's good. The cuckoo clock quote. Which one is that? Okay, I wanted to... If I had nothing else to do tonight, I just wanted to look at some insane, explicitly Republican platform positions. Because who are they if we don't even take them at their word for who they think they are? Holy shit, this is not a platform position. We're going to pass a bill that says no more inflation. Stop it. Stop it, inflation. Stop.
When we do meet, old man, it's you I want to see, not the police. Remember that, won't you?
Man, that guy is flirting with that guy. The flirting is strong. Hello? Hello? Thank you. Starting it over so we can see how hard this flirt is.
And when we do meet, old man, it's you I want to see, not the police. Remember that, won't you? Don't be so gloomy. After all, it's not that awful. Or what the fella said.
Wait, I gotta get the words now.
Not the police. And when we do meet, old man, it's you I want to see.
It's you, old man, I want to see.
Not the police.
Orson Welles? You mean... Unicron?
Remember that, won't you? Don't be so gloomy. After all, it's not that awful. Or what the fella said.
I'm such a nerd that I know that without seeing it.
In Italy, for 30 years under the Borgias, they had warfare, terror, murder, and bloodshed, but they produced Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and the Renaissance. In Switzerland, they had brotherly love. They had 500 years of democracy and peace, and what did that produce? The cuckoo clock. So long, Holly.
The cuckoo clock. I mean, okay, yeah, but I'm wondering what they're talking about with, like, art's going great right now. Well, what art am I missing from the Trump era? God, this hurts my brain to read. This is how you write a platform for conservative voters. Also, love this. And this. Nope, it's just two of them. Just two of them get exclamation marks. I understand that, Maddie, but where is the good art? Where is it? What am I missing? Make America the dominant energy producer in the world. That's not a platform position. Stop outsourcing and turn the United States into a manufacturing superpower. That's not a policy position. Large tax cuts for workers and no tax on tips. Okay, this is a lie. By far. Defend our Constitution. That's a lie. Our Bill of Rights. That's a lie. And our fundamental freedoms. That's a lie. Including freedom of speech. That's a lie. Freedom of religion. That's a lie. And the right to keep and bear arms. Even that is a lie. The new router rule. What's the new router rule? Yo, what? Yo, what? Athena, what's going on? Oh, they want you to keep buying guns and ammo at record amounts every year. You just can't use them. Especially if you're trans. No gun rights for trans people. But they just mean it for religious freedom for Christians. You see. Stop making us not free to be dominant over everyone. Right-wing precious moments. Okay, the US FCC said on Monday it was banning the import of all new foreign-made consumer routers, the latest crackdown on Chinese-made electronic gear over security concerns. China is estimated to control at least 60% of the U.S. market for home routers, boxes that connect computers, phones, and smart devices on the internet. Wow, it really had to define what routers are? Okay. The FCC order does not impact the import or use of existing models, but will ban new ones. The agency said a White House convened review deemed important routers pose a severe cybersecurity risk that could be leveraged to immediately and severely disrupt U.S. critical infrastructure. I have to use this moment to just pause and go back and appreciate that Trump said that things were going well with Iran because they had a really good talk, and that's what spurred the huge illegal insider trading for oil futures. But Iran was just like, yeah, that didn't happen. There just was no conversation. You just wholesale make up conversations. Beanie gunnies? Oy. I thought precious moments are already conservative. Of course they had to define routers. Do you think anyone in government has ever used the internet in a meaningful way? It said malicious actors had exploited security graps and foreign-made routers to attack households, disrupt networks, enable espionage, and facilitate intellectual property theft, citing their role in major hacks like Volt and Salt Typhoon. Oh boy, Ken Paxton made it into the article. Last month, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton sued TP-Link Systems, a California-based router manufacturer spun off from a Chinese firm, for allegedly marketing its networking devices deceptively and allowing Beijing to access American consumers' devices. TP-Link Systems said it would vigorously defend its reputation, adding that the Chinese government had no form of ownership or control over the company, its products, or user data. So what am I missing, Maddie? These assholes have never had to restart their own routers. They probably don't even know where the router is in their own homes. Hey, to be fair, I didn't know where mine was until like a couple weeks ago. I mean, I guess I used to know and then totally forgot. It's like in my daughter's room upstairs, which is the most random place for it to be. Okay, back to it. Just a whole lot of lies. Prevent World War III. Okay, that was a lie. Restore peace in Europe and in the Middle East. And build a great Iron Dome missile defense shield over our entire country, all made in America. In the weaponization of government against the American people. That's a lie. Stop the migrant crime epidemic. Different kind of lie. Demolish the foreign drug cartels, crush gang violence, and lock up violent offenders. That's a lie. We're pardoning, what's his name? That massive drug dealer. The problem is that these can be potentially used to add in identifier and create things like the Great Firewall of China. Ah. So you mean the Chinese routers that we could be importing? Yeah, restore peace by getting rid of all the brown people. Right. Fight for and protect Social Security and Medicare. That was a lie. What was that in the news recently? That's not what I chose. There we go. What? Post has been removed by the moderators of anti-work. What? Oh well. The director. Oh no, the U.S. only made ones. Ah, how do undocumented people even collect Social Security benefits? They don't. Yeah, I'm like, that's fucking impossible. Yep. Cancel the electric vehicle mandate. What mandate? And cut costly and burdensome regulations. What are we talking about? Some can get help with emergency room funding in some states. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's true in most states. Hey, you gotta help a human being when they come in the door. Cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory. That's a lie. Racial gender ideology, a radical gender ideology. That's a lie. And other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content on our children. Keep men out of women's sports. There are no men in women's sports. My father kept all our family's papers, so I know better than most white Americans how much red tape there is to be even allowed to stay and settle in the U.S. Meanwhile, China is about to open a BYD factory in Canada. It's BYD. Deport pro-Hamas radicals? What the fuck? That's literally in your platform? Make our college campuses patriotic again. There's that free speech we know and love. There's that free speech. It just dawned on me that whole thing's in capital letters. Okay. What was what? This? Deport pro-Hamas radicals and make our college campuses safe and patriotic again? Yeah. Our party platform is to deport radicals. Neat. Secure our elections, including same-day voting, voter identification, paper ballots, and proof of citizenship. Oh boy, there we go. Yep, very insane, very insane. Unite our country by bringing it to new and record levels of success. That's not a policy. That's not a policy. I mean, this is exactly like Lenin wrote in What is to be Done? Free speech is mostly just a dog whistle to allow fascist opinions when invoked by conservatives. Yeah, true. Ugh. Chapter 1 of the Republican Party platform: defeat inflation and quickly bring down all prices. The Republican Party will reverse the worst inflation crisis in 4 decades that has crushed the middle class, devastated family budgets, and pushed the dream of home ownership out of reach for millions. We will defeat inflation, tackle the cost of living crisis, improve fiscal sanity, restore price stability, and quickly bring down prices. They keep trying to blame Brain Blyden. I mean, this is exactly it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, y'all give me just 1 minute. I'll be right back. Sorry for the wait, everybody. Have I still got anybody here with me? I did not mean to be gone that long, y'all. Boy. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into it, but we're good. We're good. I'm sorry. Where were we? Okay. Yay, I've got folks. Actually, I do need a bottle of water. One second. There we go. Yeah. What'd y'all do with y'all this weekend? I'm still getting my butt whooped by the mountain. Raid me? You gonna raid me? You raid me? I'll raid you. You went to the Ren Fair? That's awesome. I'm supposed to take my girlfriend to the Renaissance Festival. She's never been to one, but I freaking have like there's something going on every single weekend, and it's starting to exhaust me. Friend's place for dinner about a local Comic-Con. Ew. So wait, Ren Fair and Comic-Con? Who's getting the band back to? I'm so confused right now. This is what we voted for? The Republican platform? It's true. Table of contents. They're so confusing the way they write this shit. A super local, very small Comic-Con? Wow. That just reminds me of like there's an anime convention that I've been to very few things like that, but I went to one in Houston. It was like it's outdoor. It's like fucking super hot. It was way too hot to be an outdoor event, and at the time we were watching Food Wars, and like my daughter was like right at the age where she could watch Food Wars with us and have no idea what was going on, but she could like the the main character and stuff. And so we saw the voice actor for the main character in Food Wars, and my daughter really wanted his autograph, and so we got like a signed like metal, like, what do they call those? They call like the metal posters. Like, we got one of those, and the guy signed it, and as he was like handing it back to us, he was just like, "Here you go, kid. Never be a voice actor." And I was like, "What, dude? Like, why? Why are you saying that to a little kid? I don't understand." She loves your work, dude. Basically C-suite type worker for him is volunteers. Yeah. Quickly bring down all prices. Oh my god. How embarrassing. Man, my nose is really bothering me, man. Ah. Okay. Republican Party will reverse the worst inflation crisis in 4 decades. That's a lie. There wasn't an inflation crisis by the time Biden got out. Ugh. It's the dream of home ownership out of reach for millions. We will defeat inflation, tackle the cost of living crisis, improve fiscal sanity, restore price stability, and quickly bring down prices. Inflation is a crushing tax on American families. History shows that inflation will not magically disappear while policies remain the same. We commit to unleashing American energy, reining in wasteful spending, cutting excessive regulations, securing our borders, and restoring peace through strength. Unleash American energy. Under President Trump, the U.S. became the #1 producer of oil and natural gas in the world. I'm pretty sure that was still the case under Biden. It will soon be again by lifting restrictions on American energy production and terminating the socialist Green New Deal. That's a lie. There is no Green New Deal in place. Ah. Yeah, restore peace through strength is literally some 1984 shit. I'm so tired of hearing about the Green New Deal, a thing that I wish existed. Rein in wasteful federal spending. Republicans will immediately stabilize the economy by slashing wasteful government spending and promoting economic growth. Also a lie. Cut costly and burdensome regulations. Republicans will reinstate President Trump's deregulation policies, which saved Americans $11,000 per household. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Saved Americans $11,000 per household and end Democrats' regulatory onslaught that disproportionately harms low and middle income households. Right. Do you think they lie at all times as a tactic? Yeah, they sure do. Boy, then that's something I hope to get into with this conservative propaganda video. By the way, if you missed it earlier, I loved the one where they said one of their platform positions was to deport pro-Hamas radicals. Cool. Republicans will secure the border, deport illegal aliens, and reverse the Democrats' open borders policies. Also a lie. Like, none of this is the truth. Yeah, right? This is like the whole platform is to create lies to be believed by your voters. It's wild. It's wild that we have to live through this shit. Bye, Hassan. Yeah. So basically, if you don't think all Palestinians should be summarily murdered, you're an extremist. And you should be deported from America. I already knew they hated all of us, but that's sure take. Yep. Republicans will secure the border, deport illegal aliens, and reverse Democrats' open borders policies that have driven up the cost of housing, education, and healthcare for American families. Restore peace through strength. There we go again. I do remember when Hassan called Hamas musical people. War breeds inflation while geopolitical stability brings price stability. Right. Yes, geopolitical stability. Yes, of course. Republicans will end the global chaos and restore peace through strength, reducing geopolitical risks and lowering commodity prices. Seal the border and stop the migrant invasion. Yeah. Republicans will restore every border policy of the Trump administration and halt all releases of illegal aliens into the interior. I'm sorry, halt releases of illegal aliens into the interior? Huh? What? Who's doing that? We will complete the border wall, shift massive portions of federal law enforcement to immigration enforcement. Shift massive portions of federal law enforcement to immigration enforcement? What the fuck, y'all? We will use all resources needed to stop the invasion, including moving thousands of troops currently stationed overseas to our own southern border. We will deploy the U.S. Navy to impose a full fentanyl blockade on the waters of our region, boarding and inspecting ships to look for fentanyl and fentanyl precursors. Before we defend the borders of foreign countries, we must first secure the border of our country. What do these assholes think securing the border even is? There are already border patrol. It has its own cops. I know this shit is just hateful, but it will never frustrate me. Never cease to frustrate you. How stupid these views on immigration, documented and undocumented, are. Yep. Yeah. Police and border states must help border patrol. Yeah. Republicans will strengthen ICE, increase penalties for illegal entry and overstaying visas. I'm sorry. What is that? What is that? Why is that capitalized? Why is that capitalized? And reinstate remain in Mexico and other policies that helped reduce illegal immigration to historic lows in President Trump's first term. We will also invoke the Alien Enemies Act to remove all known or suspected gang members, drug dealers, or cartel members from the United States. Begin largest deportation program in American history. Woo, let's go. It's helped us so much. I'm guessing they're going to try to get ICE to work directly over Americans. What do you mean over Americans, Maddie? You mean with them working as TSA replacements? Republicans will use existing federal law to keep foreign Christian-hating communists, Marxists, and socialists out of America. Those who join our country must love our country. We will use extreme vetting to ensure that jihadists and jihadist sympathizers are not admitted. Yeah. Trump's own personal police force. No, not crying, just wiped out. yeah, just super wiped out. You may have missed, I spent the weekend learning how to snowboard with my 10-year-old, and I'm just super beat up. I'm so beat up. Gotta be honest, I'm going to have to go out of the country to settle some family stuff, specifically via plane, and I'm wondering if I should take a white friend to the airport with me just for... I would not say that's a bad idea, Athena. I wouldn't say that's a bad idea at all. Republicans will cut federal funding to sanctuary jurisdictions that release dangerous illegal alien criminals onto our streets rather than handing them over to ICE. That's not what that means. They're not releasing anybody. More lies. Republicans will prioritize merit-based immigration, ensuring those admitted to our country contribute positively to our society and economy and never become a drain on public resources. We'll end chain migration. What is chain migration, y'all? What fresh hell is this? Build the greatest economy in history. Cut regulations. Make Trump tax cuts permanent. No tax on tips. Melania's parents are chain migration. Okay. Okay. Fair and reciprocal trade deals. Republicans will continue forging an America First trade policy as set forth in Chapter 5, standing up to countries that cheat and prioritizing American producers over foreign outsourcers. You know, continuing to confuse right-wing voters with the idea of a trade deficit. Cheaters. Wasn't no tax on tips, or at least something like it, included in the One Big Beautiful Bill? Republicans will increase energy production across the board, streamline the permitting process, and end market distorting restrictions on oil, natural gas, and coal. The Republican Party will once again make America energy independent and then energy dominant, lowering energy prices even below the record lows achieved during President Trump's first term. There's a poison no tax. Champion innovation. Oh boy, here we go. Republicans will end Democrats' unlawful and un-American crypto crackdown and oppose the creation of a central bank digital currency. We will defend the right to mine Bitcoin and ensure every American has the right to... That sounds like a fucking joke, dude. We will end Democrat crackdowns, like un-American crackdowns on pump and dump schemes. We will repeal Joe Biden's dangerous executive order that hinders AI innovation and imposes radical left-wing ideas on the development of this technology in its place. Like radical left-wing ideas on the development of AI. Republicans support AI development rooted in free speech and human flourishing. Under Republican leadership, the United States will create a robust manufacturing industry in near-Earth orbit. What? What? This is the 2024 platform. What is this? What does this mean? Under Republican leadership, the United States will create a robust manufacturing industry in near-Earth orbit? Send American astronauts back to the moon and onward to Mars, and enhance partnerships with the rapidly expanding commercial space sector to revolutionize our ability to access, live in, and develop assets in space. Oh yeah, I mean, they don't have their official platform yet for the next election. Housing affordability, go fuck yourself. Accessible higher education, go fuck yourself. To reduce the cost of higher education, Republicans will support the creation of additional, drastically more affordable alternatives to a traditional four-year college degree. Oh my god, that is not accessible higher education. What? The moon is a harsh mistress. Yeah, yes, thank you, Athena. Manufacturing in near-Earth orbit. I don't know what the fuck that's talking about. Excuse me. Woo. Accessible higher education, if they mean getting rid of it. Yeah, yeah. We hate accessible higher education. Thank you. Secularly, of course, you mean. Secularly, bless you. Affordable healthcare. Healthcare. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. This whole section is just go fuck yourself. Healthcare and prescription drug costs are out of control. Republicans will increase transparency, promote choice and competition, and expand access to new affordable healthcare and prescription drug options. We will protect Medicare and ensure seniors receive the care they need without being burdened by excessive costs. Would you rather spend $50 for your procedure, or your choice of who to spend $100 with? Lower everyday costs. Republicans will reduce the regulatory burden, lower energy costs, and promote economic policies that drive down the cost of living and prices for everyday goods and services. Ha! Ha! Just... Protect American workers and farmers from unfair trade. Our trade deficit in goods has grown to over $1 trillion a year. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Republicans will support baseline tariffs on foreign-made goods, pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act, and respond to unfair trading practices. I mean, at most, what it means is that we are doing well enough to buy stuff from other countries. As tariffs on foreign producers go up, taxes on American workers, families, and businesses can come down. Oh, I missed where that happened. I totally missed where that happened. Oh, Jesus, Maddie, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I have to pretend that this isn't happening. That's... Secure strategic independence from China. Republicans will revoke China's most favored nation status. Stop China from buying American real estate and industries. Yeah, I believe that will happen under a Republican administration, sure. Save the American auto industry. Republicans will revive the U.S. auto industry by reversing harmful regulations, canceling Biden's electric vehicle and other mandates, and preventing the importation of Chinese vehicles. When did we start having a big influx of importing Chinese vehicles? When did that happen? Huh? See, this isn't nearly as fun as I thought it was going to be, actually. Because I remember going through the Texas Republican Party platform, and it is insane. It's insane. So I'm looking forward to going through that one. They're double secret preventing Chinese vehicles. The Chinese are trying to sneak their vehicles in without us knowing. Like a Toyota? Do you know where that's from? You don't know. You don't know. Bring home critical supply chains. Republicans will. I just love the revive the auto industry by force. It's like y'all wanted to stop producing here, but like just do it though. Just do it though. Ah, see, Athena, you're falling for the Chinese propaganda. Yeah, do you really know what like the etymological origin of Toyota? That could be Chinese. You don't know. Bring home critical supply chains. Republicans will bring critical supply chains back to the U.S., ensuring national security and economic stability, while also creating jobs and raising wages for American workers. Buy American and hire American. Yeah, become the manufacturing superpower, because we didn't just, offload all that for a reason. Protect seniors. Protect Social Security, go fuck yourself. Strengthen Medicare, go fuck yourself. Support active and healthy living. Republicans will support increased focus on chronic disease prevention and management, long-term care and benefit flex. Go fuck yourself. Protect care at home for the elderly. Republicans will shift resources back to at-home senior care, overturn disincentives that lead to care worker shortages, and support unpaid family caregivers through tax credits and reduced red tape. You sound like a white person who thinks China and Japan are the same place. Yeah, as if you know they aren't the same place. Psh. Fucking bought by the Chinese government over here, Athena. So after 60s of neoliberal policies of destroying the manufacturing industry, now they want to just open factories. Yeah, just like open factories and pray someone goes in them. Did you know Japanese people came from China? Whoa. I think they all came from the steppes. I love protective economic foundations for supporting seniors. So for one of our policies for protecting seniors, Republicans will tackle inflation, unleash American energy, restore economic growth, and secure our borders. Like, that's not, you're just naming other shit you already talked about. Turns out all you have to do to build a factory is just whisper "build a factory" to a piece of land. It's like that one movie, Field of Dreams. James Earl Jones, no. Cultivate great, oh, I can't wait to read this section. Cultivate great K-12 schools leading to great jobs and great lives for young people. Great principals and great teachers. Republicans will support schools that focus on excellence and parental rights. We will support ending teacher tenure, adopting merit pay, and allowing various publicly supported educational models. Go fuck yourself. Why did I expect Trump to not lie? Wait, are you saying that Trump lied? What did he lie about? Universal school choice. Republicans believe families should be empowered to choose the best education for their children. We support universal school choice in every state in America. Go fuck yourself. That is some good old-fashioned discriminatory doublespeak there. Prepare students for jobs and careers. Like, I'm just, at this point, it's just like, go fuck yourself, go fuck yourself, go fuck yourself. Oh my god, Maddie. What is happening with the music? What is this? Don't do that. No one wants that. Factories create the raw materials necessary to grow your city. It's just a cookie clicker. That's how economy. Hello, hello, hello. No. Clicking this specifically. Thank you. Republicans will emphasize education to prepare students for great jobs and careers, supporting project-based learning and schools that offer meaningful work experience. Safe, secure, and drug-free schools. Republicans will support overhauling standards on school discipline. Wow! That's terrifying. What do you mean? Advocate for immediate suspension of violent students because fuck those kids. They don't need a future. And support hardening schools to help keep violence away from our places of learning. Hardening schools. Hardening schools? Are they talking about bringing back corporal punishment? We're talking about bringing the paddle back like my grandfather did to students back in the day? Yikes. Restore parental rights. Republicans will restore parental rights in education and enforce our civil rights laws to stop schools from discriminating on the basis of race. Oh, God. Please just learn what DEI is. Just spend like 5 minutes learning what DEI is. It has been so funny to me actually getting the opportunity to talk to people on this channel about DEI, and just like, great, you've just described to me your support for a policy that is DEI. Good job, thank you. Knowledge and skills, not CRT and gender indoctrination. I wish I could put the person who wrote this up under oath in front of a committee and go, so tell me what critical race theory is. I'd like to see you apply critical race theory to a piece of media. Nope, because that's not how that works. Shout out. Given to Professor EXP. I think I might have a different idea for what to do to the person who wrote this garbage. Promote love of country with authentic civics education. Republicans will reinstate the 1776 Commission, promote fair and patriotic civics education, and veto efforts to nationalize civics education. Isn't the 1776 Commission the one that wanted to, like, remove teaching about slavery from our curriculum? I thought so, Maddie. Thank you. That's wonderful. We'll support schools that teach America's founding principles in Western civilization. And that commission was basically funded by Teal. Yeah, yeah. Reinstate the 1776 Commission. Freedom to pray. Republicans will champion the First Amendment right to pray and read the Bible in school and stand up to those who violate the religious freedoms of American students. What the fuck are you talking about? Who's doing that? Who's stopping your kids from praying in school? Who's stopping your kid from reading the Bible in school? Freedom to pray. Bitch, you already have that if you don't enforce it on other people. Exactly. Return education to the states. Go figure. Department of Education didn't really mandate education. The United States spends more money per pupil on education than any other country in the world, and yet we are at the bottom of every educational list in terms of results. Yeah, we're like trying to fend off your insanity. We're going to close the Department of Education in Washington, D.C. and send it back to the states. That's not something the president can do, mind you. Not legally. Where it belongs to let the states run our educational system as it should be run. Our great teachers, who are so important to the future well-being of our country, go fuck yourself. That is not how you treat teachers. Sierra Runs, typical George Carlin bit. You are free to do as we tell you. Welcome, Sierra Runs. Thank you for coming in. Bring common sense to government and renew the pillars of American civilization. Muslim kids have been allowed to pray in a private room, especially for Ramadan, for quite some time now. Christians hate it, though. Empower American families. Republicans will promote a culture that values the sanctity of marriage. What does that mean? What does that mean, Republicans? Love that. Should have been copying more of this over. The foundational role of families and supports working parents. Oh, joy. What happened to supporting single parent income families? What happened to the wife in the home? Didn't they have marriage boot camps or something? Oh God, yeah. That's that Kiwi Heritage Foundation for the next 250 years plan. Do you have to do the rope swingy thing over the mud? Okay, rebuild our cities and restore law and order. Republicans will restore safety in our neighborhoods by replenishing police departments. How? Restoring common sense policing. How? And protecting officers from frivolous lawsuits. How? How is that something that you do on the national level? We will stand up to Marxist prosecutors. Thank God someone is finally here to stand up against Marxist prosecutors. And we will compassionately address homelessness. That's one Maddie loves. Maddie, I know you love this one. We're going to compassionately address homelessness. Jesus. I forgot about this. Gross. I'm perfectly capable of marrying a disappointing man all on my own, thank you. Prove it. Make Washington, D.C. the safest and most beautiful capital city. Republicans will reassert greater federal control over Washington, D.C. That's not a threat. Ads, not on my channel, come on. Take care of our veterans, go fuck yourself. Republicans will end luxury housing and taxpayer benefits for illegal immigrants and use those savings to shelter and treat homeless veterans. What the fuck? End luxury housing for illegal immigrants? What the fuck? What? We will restore Trump administration reforms to expand veterans' healthcare choices, protect whistleblowers, and hold accountable poorly performing employees not giving our veterans the care they deserve. Make colleges and universities sane and affordable. Republicans will fire radical left accreditors, drive down tuition costs. Go fuck yourself. Restore due process protections and pursue civil rights cases against schools that discriminate. Cool. Combat anti-Semitism. Republicans condemn anti-Semitism and support revoking visas, capitalized again, of foreign nationals who support terrorism and jihadism. We will hold accountable those who perpetrate violence against Jewish people. Overcome the crisis in liberal arts education. Republicans support the restoration of classic liberal arts education. Couldn't find anything to say about this one, could y'all? Couldn't find anything to say. Restore American beauty by selling off our our national forests. Republicans will promote beauty in public architecture and preserve our natural treasures. Yeah, go fuck yourself. We'll build cherished symbols of our nation and restore genuine conservation efforts. Go fuck yourself. Honor American history. That's, what was that about erasing, black veteran names from the Smithsonian? National Treasures Plan sounds super fashy, yeah. Republicans basically hate nature and want to create a time when kids ask, what's a tree? Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard about the pickleball accident. Republicans celebrate our great American heroes and are proud that the story of America makes everyone free. We will organize a national celebration to mark the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States of America. I hate that that's this year. Why is that this year? Oh my god, I've almost been going for 2 hours. With a break in the middle. Republicans will stop woke and weaponized government. Republicans will dismantle censorship and protect free speech. Go fuck yourself. Republicans will defend religious liberty. Go fuck yourself. I love that I have to worry about the 10 Commandments and biblical curriculum in my daughter's school. Republicans will protect and defend the vote of the people from within the states on the issue of life. What? We proudly stand for families and life. We believe that the 14th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States guarantees that no person can be denied life or liberty without due process, and that the states are, therefore, free to pass laws protecting those rights. Fun that y'all actually use the correct language here. No person. Y'all don't want to extend that language to due process, which is fascinating because you actually use that language here. I mean, go figure, y'all didn't figure y'all would just be outright fashy denying the right to due process to people back when you wrote this platform. But beyond that, it is fun that we are using the no person language as opposed to the language they insist is important when it comes to life, which is human. Human and person are not synonymous. Fascinating. We must ban dangerous pickleballs and blow up the factories. Sierra, Marxist pickleballs. Dangerous Marxist pickleballs. I've been pretty against pickleball till now. I'm starting to come around. After 51 years, because of us, that power has been given to the states and to a vote of the people. We will oppose late-term abortion. What do words mean? While supporting mothers and policies that advance prenatal care, access to birth control, and IVF. They mean no person by meaning no person who actually exists. I'm not following that one, Maddie. The idea of a Marxist prosecutor is wild. Yeah, no shit. I mean, that's still one of the golden moments in this whole thing, is fighting back against Marxist prosecutors. Republicans will end left-wing gender insanity. We will keep men out of women's sports. Yeah, us too. Hey, all right. Libbed up Republicans over here keeping the trans men out of women's sports. Trans men out of no. Yeah. Because trans men don't belong in women's sports. They belong in men's sports. Oh, I see what you mean, Matt. Ban taxpayer funding for sex change surgeries. Stop taxpayer-funded schools from promoting gender transition. Something that schools have been doing. Yeah, for sure. Reverse Biden's radical rewrite of the Title IX education regulations and restore protection for women and girls. Something that Republicans love. Protecting women and girls. Republicans will ensure election integrity. Go fuck yourself. It's blatant lies. Republicans will protect Americans in the territories. I'm sorry, I didn't think Republicans thought that territories exist. Why is this here? What is this doing here? Yeah, trans men do not belong in women's sports. They have actually been cases where trans men have been forced to compete in women's leagues and women get hurt. I'm gonna guess that SCOTUS kills Title IX in 2027. No, don't say things. Modernize the military. Let's go. We love killing. Strengthen alliances. Go fuck yourself. Defend America's borders. Revive our industrial base. Protect critical infrastructure. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Okay. Well, that's got to do it for our review of the National Republican Party platform. Who's listed for Kansas? I guess they do have somebody from Puerto Rico in there. Tim Hulskamp, Christina Smith. I don't recognize any of these names. You know Hulskamp? Tell him to stop. Massachusetts. Richard Tissay, Amy Carnival. Well, that's gonna do it for our review of the National Republican Party platform. Next time, I want to look at the, like, I don't know about next time, but next time we look at some Republican Party positions, I want to look at the Texas one, because I remember that being pretty fucking insane. Yeah, like in this one, we didn't get into just blatant removal of no-fault divorce. You know, my favorite pet issue. Though they did talk about the sanctity of family, so maybe that's what they mean in there. I'm sure that gets into the what was it? Heritage Foundation shit? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. So we're back into regular schedule mode. We're going to be doing Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. At least that is the plan. Shoot, he says, as he's making plans for this coming Saturday, the trip to San Antonio for a gender reveal party. We'll see. I'm gonna keep it loosey goosey, and I might be able to just move Friday to Thursday and Saturday to Sunday and do things like that. Just less chaos now. Yeah, we'll get back to working on our usual projects. Hopefully we can work our way into getting some more debates going again. Yeah, gender reveal party, because the kid knows their gender. I think we mean a sex reveal party. I was telling my friend we need to have more parties. We need to have a sex reveal party, a gender reveal party, and a sexuality reveal party. That way we can just keep having more parties. Congratulations! You were assigned male. Congratulations! You're a boy. Congratulations! You like girls. Let's go. Yeah, I hate it too, Maddie. That's why, well, that's not why, Eleni, but we did skip on just, like, figuring out, like, me and my ex-wife skipped on figuring out our kid's gender before she was born. That's just fun. I've seen people say we need a biological version of gender. What the fuck? Oh my god. Gender affirmation party and a coming out party? Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. I'm No Nothing Attorney. I know nothing, so you can too, because It's only in embracing that we know nothing that we can actually learn anything. And that's what I aim to do every time I'm here live with you guys. I hope to learn from you. I hope you can learn along with me. And as always, I'm proud of you. I don't need to know you for that to be true. It's real and you deserve to hear it. If only because life is hard. It's always been hard and it always will be hard. But the way you face each and every single day, the way you do, is remarkable. So stay remarkable. And I will see you guys Wednesday night back on a regular schedule. Good night, everybody. I'm not going to raid tonight. I've been doing this like 2 hours. I just need to get off and like go do shit before I go to bed. I'll start figuring out raids again on Wednesday. Good night, everybody. Good night. Love y'all.